Hi there. Following a very wintry weekend with disruptive snow in places, it's back to mild and wet in many places this week, but as our weather makes an awkward transition from cold to mild, there will be some snow, some ice in places. Now, southern areas have already seen the rain and mild air return. This is the radar from Sunday 10 a.m. It shows where we saw rain and snow on Sunday and through to Monday. And you can see there a large swathe of England and Wales covered by rain, but some hill snow over Wales. And as that rain bumped into the cold air, we saw some significant snow across parts of the Midlands, northern England as well. But through the last 24 hours, we have seen the milder air take over. And so following that snowfall, Monday morning, we saw low-level snow return back to rain. Still some hill snow over the Pennines and North Wales, and still some wintry showers into the north and east of Scotland to begin things on Monday. But otherwise, it's significantly milder further south. We keep the cold air in the north. We'll continue to see some rain and sleet showers into northern and eastern Scotland with hill snow likely. 1 or 2 showers for Northern Ireland as well, but some more persistent rain for southeast Scotland into much of northern England, North Wales, central parts as well. Again, we'll see some hill snow, mainly above 400 metres, I think, for North Wales and the Pennines. But at lower levels, it's basically back to rain, and some heavy rain at that as well. So could be some issues on the roads, for example, in southern areas. And as that rain continues to mount up across northeast England, could be some localised flooding here. Brighter skies for western Scotland, Northern Ireland, albeit with 1 or 2 showers. It's going to be windy, and that wind particularly strong towards the south and southwest. Coastal gales a possibility, so that's all going to make it feel rather unpleasant, I think. But it's much milder in the south, double figures returning to southern England. We keep the cold air across central and northern Scotland, as well as Northern Ireland. And in fact, as this rain slowly pulls away to the east, it will be a slow process through the evening and overnight. We'll see colder conditions return once again to the north and the west. Now, northern Scotland, with those showers feeding in, could see some icy patches by dawn on Tuesday. And that's where the coldest weather will be to begin things on Tuesday. We'll see -6 to -10 Celsius for some shelter snow-covered parts of Scotland. Likewise for western parts of Northern Ireland, substantial frost with temperatures well below freezing. But for the rest of the UK, southern Scotland, much of England and Wales, it's cloudy, it's breezy overnight, and as a result, it's generally frost-free. Now the rain, as the colder air in the west moves in, again, turning to snow for the hills of northern England, and actually that rain persisting into Tuesday morning, a band of rain moving into the Midlands, parts of Wales, showers moving into parts of West Wales and the southwest of England. But eventually through Tuesday, the brighter weather that is to the northwest to begin things takes over, and brightening skies for many, albeit with still a few showers and a brisk breeze feeding into the North Sea coast. So by the afternoon, many places seeing some sunny spells return and some colder air return for a time. It's not going to be quite as mild in the south and the southwest, for example, single figures, and in the north, 2 to 4 Celsius. But once we go into Tuesday night, the sky's clearing, the winds easing, and in places we'll see a frost form with that colder air in place. Not as cold as it was through the weekend and the latter half of last week, but nevertheless, a frost in places as we start off Wednesday. However, this weather system is approaching, and that contains a lot more mild air. And as these bands of rain, these weather fronts move in for Wednesday, there's the risk again of some significant snow, especially over northern hills as that bumps into the cold air. But eventually, through the second half of this week, these Atlantic systems do tend to dominate across the UK, bringing a return to wet and windy, but also much milder weather. So all change this week, but in places it'll be a messy change, and there'll be some further snow for a time.